Oi, Servus, Grüezi und Shalom, willkommen bei Perfidy Syndicate. Ich habe heute die Ehre, zwei sympathische, nette Kerle von Veil of Maya zu interviewen. Bin mal gespannt, wo das alles heute hinführt. Hey guys, how you doing?
What's up?
Good.
I'm Sam.
I'm Mark.
And you are Mark. So, how did you guys met each other?
Me and Mark lived really close to each other, like growing up. I think we met
in kindergarten, actually. Yeah, we met in grade school. We lived down the street from each other. I think we actually became friends through going to Boy Scouts. Do you guys have Boy Scouts out here? Yeah, like our parents sat next to each other at a Boy Scout meeting, and I think they arranged us to have a play date, and we hung out after that, played some Super Nintendo or something. Yeah, and we've been friends ever since then.
trucks.
Yeah, trucks or Legos.
Legos.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you consider the music scene in Germany? Do you notice the growing scene here and how the kids party to your music?
Well, first off, I like being in Germany and playing in Germany. It's definitely fun, and it's a little different than playing in the States, but in a good way. I mean, it's a cool opportunity, and I guess I definitely noticed like a growth in our band over here since this is the third time, and like it seems like it's starting to catch on a little bit more, which is cool. So
yeah, I've noticed that Germans really like their metal a lot. They love metal. They like loud, hard music. Like a lot of festivals out here. Been really awesome. Yeah, every time we come back here, it keeps getting better and better. So we really like it here a lot. I also noticed that you guys like your goth dance music a lot here. It's a little bit different than the States. We don't really have goth parties as much. No, not so much. At least I haven't been to one yet. But I don't know. I'll search for them and try and get into it. You know, my goth dance.
So what's the difference to tour in the United States and here in Europe? What's the difference there?
All right. Well, there's a lot of differences for us. I mean, the most obvious one for us is we don't get to use our cell phones in Europe because we have American cell phones, and you know, at home we're on our phone all day pretty much because that's, you know, text messages and Facebook and everything, plus all of our business contacts and emails. But then there's things like, I think when we first came to Europe, I thought being American, I was kind of spoiled because it's just so easy to get whatever we wanted. Like they have stores all over the place that you can get everything from. Like we have a store called Walmart where they literally sell everything you could ever want in one store, like clothing, toothpaste, video games, TVs, like everything. And here you have to kind of look a little bit harder to find things that you would need. There's that, and then like we have a Guitar Center in America, which is like a music store chain that you can buy any musical gear in any city in America, and it's harder to find music stores if, you know, something breaks or we need, like, you know, strings or picks or something. We have to really do research and find where a music store is. I noticed that the people here, like the fans, are a lot more respectful and a lot more passionate about the music, because in the States they get to see all their favorite bands, like, you know, every month, so they're kind of spoiled in that aspect. They don't it doesn't seem like they appreciate it on the same level sometimes. But yeah, so like the European market just takes their music a lot more seriously and a lot more personally, and we really appreciate that, you know, because even if we play for like 50 people out here, it still feels like a really good show. Like it feels like everybody benefited from it, and that's a good feeling for us.
I kind of feel like touring here too, like in terms of the bands you tour with. Like when we tour at home in the States, like you'll do a tour with a group of bands, and you'll meet and you'll be friends, and it's like cool. You all, you know, party and get along or whatever. But here, since you're with, you know, in our situation, we're sharing a bus with 3 other bands, and you're like way closer to all these other people. So I feel like the bands that you tour with in Europe, you become a lot closer to, and it's way more personable because you all like literally live together for close to a month. So that's a cool part of it that we don't really get to do very much of in the States. So
What would you guys have become if you're not playing a band?
I don't know. I tried. I don't know. I tried to go to college for a little while, and I personally just was not into it. So I don't know. I mean, I like the music industry itself. If we weren't in a band, I mean, I don't know if I would have even gone the music route to begin with. But if I, I do enjoy touring. So if we weren't in a band, it would be cool to do something still touring wise, but maybe not as a musician, but as something else or something like that, but something in the music industry or something like that.
I've always been a bit of a computer nerd, or video games or something like that. Like I would back before I started playing music, I always wanted to like maybe create video games or program computers, stuff like that. That was always my second choice, really.
How and when did the cooperation with Sumerian start?
Our good friends, Born of Osiris, we're from the same area, and we kind of, found out about each other from playing similar styles of music. So we used to play shows together. And Sumerian found their MySpace and like flew out to come see him play a show. They were interested in signing Born of Osiris. And Born of Osiris like said, you guys need to stick around and watch this next band. They're our friends and they're good or whatever. And so they watched us and we kept in contact after that. And then since then, we've actually, we've been friends. They were a very small label at the time. They only had maybe 2 or 3 albums out when we started talking to them. And they actually let us come stay with them and record our CD with Michael Keane, who also lived a few miles away from them or whatever. And so they took a big risk with us because there weren't any other bands out like doing what we were doing at the time, and it was a risk. We didn't even have a singer. We didn't have a vocalist when we came to record, so we recorded all the music, and then went and found a singer, and then they just trusted us throughout the whole thing, and now we're here. So we do have a business relationship with them, but we're also very good friends, and they know us very well, trust us. So it's a cool relationship.
When we started this band a really long time ago, we just did it because it was fun. We enjoyed doing it, and we still do. But I mean, I personally would have never thought we would have gotten to travel all around the world just to play music that we enjoy playing. So it's pretty incredible, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, before we signed with Sumerian, we were touring in my car, in my Buick LeSabre, Park Avenue, yeah. And we were playing at VFW halls that didn't have a stage or a PA or anything like that.
Just floor shows?
Yeah, floor shows with local bands only. And we were just doing it just to have the opportunity to do it and say we went on tour, we play music.
Yeah, we tried to book our own tours on MySpace way back.
Yeah, and the fact that now we get flown out to other countries and have a sound guy and just all this stuff, it's a real thing that's happening now, and we never even thought we didn't even know that existed. Yeah. We didn't know people even toured like that or anything. So I mean, we're very fortunate to have made it this far from where we started. I mean, and to be here with bands that actually listen to us growing up, and they get to do this with us now, and it's just a cool feeling.
So thank you for having me here. It was a pleasure to meet you guys.
Thank you.
So good luck and wishing well. Goodbye. So any last comments to your fans outside?
I like you.
Keep checking back. We'll be back here soon. We'll be hopefully in your country soon, and we're gonna write new music as well. So just keep looking out for it.
Mark likes you.
I like you. I love you a lot.
Lots of love.
I love you.